Being a small country, Luxembourg has always looked outward, incorporating the knowledge of not only its people but also cross-border commuters and immigrants from all over the world into the country's growth. Around 75% of the country's workforce is now made up of immigrants or cross-border workers. In general, only cross-border employees account for 45% of Luxembourg domestic employment. France, for example, has the greatest contingent, accounting for almost 50% of the workforce. In addition, there are over 10,000 international officials and civil servants working in this beautiful country. To find a job and enter into the Luxembourg labor market, being informed of these statistics can help make a more realistic decision and stand stronger chances to grasp more job opportunities in such a highly competent and professional labor market. So you see that the Luxembourg workforce is not just international but also highly skilled, and that's why you should know to enter the market. You need to prove you are highly competent. The World Economic Forum WEF ranked Luxembourg first in its 2015 report on human capital due to its high proportion of skilled employees within the overall active population. While there are 3 official languages in the country, Luxembourgish, French and German, English is still widely spoken. Unfortunately, many people and companies use English in their daily communications beside other languages. At workplace, working language may be Luxembourgish, French, German, or even English, or you may even see job vacancies in Portuguese. And therefore, depending on the sector or nationality of the companies based in Luxembourg, you need to know that language, at least in communicational levels. So you see, in such a small community, there might be some sociocultural complexities, both either at workplaces or daily activities, that you should consider them beside other positive factors if you're going to enter Luxembourg labor market. In this video, however, I'm going to elaborate on why you should choose Luxembourg to start your working life, despite the fact of social integration complexities and expensive housing that many expats complain about. So to have more, stay tuned to the video till the end. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Ahmad Reza, and here at Persia Global, we help those who are in search of better opportunities to work, live, or study abroad. In today's video, I'm going to share some reasons why you should enter Luxembourg labor market, and also explain what would be some of the challenges you may face while landing a job in Luxembourg as an international job seeker. No difference if you are from EU or non-EU countries. And for those of you coming from non-EU countries, we have another video which is a complete guide on Luxembourg immigration from work to residence permit, its PR and citizenship procedures, that I'm sure you will find it so very valuable on your relocation journey to Luxembourg, with a link below our video. Moving to such a vibrant country with its history in attracting talents from all over the world, and also with its dynamic economy that generates a steady supply of diversified, secure and well-paying work opportunities, this beautiful country can for sure make your career prospects appealing and diverse in the long run. Luxembourg, in addition to being a thriving financial hub and home to numerous European institutions, relies on highly qualified labor to power a data-driven, circular and substantial economy. Space technologies, life sciences, automotive, clean technologies, fintech and logistics are additional key business sectors that are heavily tied to and reliant on continued best-in-class ICT innovation. Add to that a thriving startup culture, a thriving construction industry, and a highly developed service sector, and you can see why Luxembourg is such an appealing destination for businesses and employees alike. Because of its small size, Luxembourg has a long history of drawing international talent. It is ranked second in the world for talent attraction and is also a global leader in high-skilled jobs. You can consult the directory of Luxembourg company for more information on the economic activities of over 29,000 businesses in the country if you are going to set up a business in Luxembourg, with a link below our video. Many expatriates choose to move out of their home country to work in Luxembourg. They settle there with their families and never wish to leave the Grand Duchy. Every day, numerous cross-border commuters travel miles and hours to work in Luxembourg. Why do they decide to seek employment in Luxembourg rather than their home country? In summary, I have highlighted some of the reasons why expats prefer to live and work in Luxembourg. Number one, a stable and secure environment for working and living. The Luxembourg economy has been gradually developing, consistently surpassing the EU average with a 50% rise in employment over the last 15 years. The country also has one of the world's highest GDP per capita. Luxembourg has a strong social cohesiveness, a first-rate healthcare system, excellent social benefits, and an advantageous tax environment for highly qualified individuals, consistently ranking among the most secure places to live. Furthermore, approximately 90% of open jobs are protected by long-term contracts. Number two, Luxembourg is a very active labor pool. As I previously stated, Luxembourg has a very active labor market. The Luxembourg economy is thriving. The unemployment rate is quite low. Various sectors of operations are hiring, including industry, service, catering, trade, and so on. Additionally, Luxembourg's labor regulations are intended to maintain social peace. For example, a full-time job requires 8 hours of work each day and 40 hours per week. Overtime for up to 2 hours per day and 8 hours per week is permitted by law. Working hours cannot exceed 10 hours per day or 48 hours per week. Number three, development prospects in Luxembourg. Development prospects in Luxembourg are real. Whether in your own business or in another, it is evident that you may progress even though with a high competency that the job market demands. Numerous multicultural corporations have placed their headquarters in Luxembourg. There are several career options available. It boasts an efficient financial industry and is a market leader in fund management. In addition, the country is exploring all future technologies and investing in innovation. This implies you may advance not just in your profession but also in your skills. You can select from Luxembourg or European institutions, large multinational corporations, small businesses, and a variety of startups. The country intends to be known as a startup economy. It is also empowering itself with the resources to do so. Number four, high compensation levels. Salaries in Luxembourg are higher than in neighboring countries. The gross minimum wage is higher than in neighboring countries. The average salary is greater. As a result, even if you work more hours each week, you make more. A worker working in Luxembourg normally makes roughly 4,910 euros per month. Salaries vary from 1,240 euros lowest average to 1,900 euros highest average. Actual maximum salary is higher. This is the average monthly pay, which includes housing, transportation, and other benefits. Wages vary greatly between occupations. Several companies give additional incentives in kind based on their line of business or trade. Number five, an efficient pension system. While discussing salary, it is necessary to discuss pension contributions. The Luxembourg pension system is based on a pay-as-you-go model. Although Iceland has the strongest pension system in the world, with a healthy mix of public and private sector pensions, Luxembourg is currently balanced and the pension picture remains positive for all future pensioners. Anybody who has contributed to their social security for 10 years or 120 months is eligible for a pension. A full pension is only possible after 40 years of contributions or 480 months. Yet, given Luxembourg's pragmatism, there is total trust in the government to rebalance the system if required. You can apply for an old age pension at the age of 65, and the maximum monthly pension payout as of today cannot exceed 9,422 euros if you have contributed for 40 years. However, around 1/3 of people now receiving a pension in Luxembourg receive a full pension, while the rest receive a partial pension. Pension payouts are annually updated to match the cost of living. They were modified accordingly by 2.2% on the first day of the year, in accordance with inflation rises and salary modifications. Number 6, Luxembourg is a wonderful country for leisure and recreational activities with an excellent work-life balance. Hiking, cycling, and enjoying the outdoors are all enjoyable and relaxing activities in scenic landscapes. Experience the busy nightlife and attend a concert at the Philharmonie, which features globally famous performances, not to mention the several world-renowned bands who come to perform in concert. With a nation that is 82 kilometers long and 57 kilometers wide, it is simple to go around Luxembourg by car, bus, tram, rail, or even bike, and to take a short break in one of the many big cities in neighboring countries. Luxembourg is also an excellent place to raise a family. The country offers an extensive network of foreign schools and daycare centers. It is normal for kids to acquire 3 or more languages at school, allowing them to grow in a genuinely international environment. What I can conclude from positive factors of Luxembourg labor market cannot be separated from its social life complications that an international job seeker may face in this country. A complicated social life in Luxembourg that many expatriates point out to, for example, the difficulty of socializing locally or finding friends, can also be added to the higher scale of difficulty to settle down in this beautiful and wealthy country. Although there are many events are organized in this sense, and of course participating in them will allow you to become aware of this cultural diversity and to acquire some reference points. To make it easier to settle in, we encourage applicants to learn a few words in Luxembourgish. This will facilitate the first contact with the local population. Professional development in Luxembourg also sounds not so simple because of high competency demanded by the companies in this country. The cost of living is another big black spot for expatriates to consider. It is now increasingly difficult to find low-cost housing given the lack of supply both for purchase and rental. Safety and health, however, are two highly appreciated points in Luxembourg. Quality of life and especially safety are the big strengths of the Grand Duchy. Based on the Numbeo website, Luxembourg ranks fourth in terms of quality of life. This is boosted by security, health and welfare, and political stability. Its passport also ranks as the 5th most powerful passport globally. The family aspect is another satisfaction of expatriates. Luxembourg remains a very popular destination from a family point of view, as family welfare is considered high and quality of education is recognized with excellent opinions on the ability to learn languages. Giving you a snapshot of the Luxembourg labor market, almost 1 out of every 10 employees work in finance or insurance. Migrant or cross-border workers account for around 75% of the country's workforce. Thanks again for your watching. If you are taking your first or even final steps of your immigration, relocation, study abroad journey, you can subscribe and find more videos in our channel that are specifically recorded for global relocation in general and how to get work, study and residence permits of the best countries in the world, countries with high quality of life indexes, low unemployment rate and high salaries, as well as how to move or immigrate to these countries either temporarily or permanently. If you are considering Luxembourg as your potential country of immigration, you should check out taxes, social security, life standards, and much more to be fully prepared for your immigration. Book a consultation and discuss with the immigration consultant your individual situation. We offer the best immigration solutions for Luxembourg. Today's quote comes from Stephen Covey, the author of the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He says, we are not a product of what has happened to us in our past. We have the power of choice. As always, pin all your hopes always on God. You will never be pinned down by men. Until next video, cheers, over and out.